played his Peach, I picked Olimar and I almost beat him, but his Peach it's gotten better.
His Peach has gotten a lot better.
Olimar's a rough matchup. It's the only reason I had a shot.
Oh, we got melee soon, guys.
Melee begins, yeah. Melee tournaments are fun to watch, that's for sure.
I'm not a melee player, though.
Yeah, no, we're not much melee players, but I enjoy watching them.
Yeah.
Almost as much as Brawl.
Almost. Yeah.
Kenny's patiently waiting. Did you start the DQ timer?
DQ timer for Devon.
Let's start the DQ timer.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I thought about DQing Devon, but, you know, it's nice.
You don't want to do that.
Highlight him.
Yep, so it looks like we got Snake versus Toon Link.
This is a doozy of a matchup.
Gonna be a long one, boys, so sit tight.
We might be looking at another timeout. Probably not, but
no, well, let's see, last tournament that Devon ran, they did go to time twice.
That's
twice, and well, it was a double set, because I think Devon came from losers and beat Kenny.
All right.
And it ended up being that 2 out of the 6 matches they played went to time.
Yeah, that's 16 very long minutes.
Yeah, it's very long.
And it's funny, we were talking about how timeout sounds like the most anticlimactic way to end a match, but ironically enough, it's one of the most exciting ways to finish because as time comes down and the percentage is close, it's
yeah, I remember the matchup that we just saw between Rob and Wario in Colorado. I don't know if you remember that,
I remember that. 7%.
Yeah, 7% differential. That was pretty insane.
It's fun to watch.
All right, so I think they'll go to Smashville.
So people complain about the timing outs, and that's why they suggested going 4-stock for Brawl tourneys, but timeouts are fun to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's also the speculation with the 1-stock that they've been talking about on the Facebook group. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, that 1-stock, that is ridiculous. It's way too fluky, in my opinion.
Well, it's just, can you control characters like Zero Suit and everything with the 1-stock?
Those armor
very
pieces
strong.
become incredibly viable in a 1-stock game.
Well, I mean, yeah, they already play such a huge part in a 3-stock game.
And so it just it's 3 times more prevalent in a 1-stock game.
All right, so immediately we get the standard snake camping on the ledge, looking for the grenade options.
And
good Zare by Devon.
Yep, Toon Link going with the Zare for spacing purposes. And just always keeping 3 projectiles in the air when he can. I played this Toon Link. It's not fun.
Now, I think that Toon Link does a little bit better job camping than Snake does.
Oh, he totally does.
Especially in this
He
matchup.
can release his projectiles much quicker rate. I think he has more control over where they go and everything. And they vary in speed and power.
Yeah, but Kenny's grenade game is really strong.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll see a lot of grenade camping from both of them.
Nice. Neutral there.
And famous Brawl trip right there.
Oh yeah. It is disappointing how much stripping does become a factor, especially when it comes down to the nitty-gritty.
Yep.
All right, so we're a minute and a half for stock.
Percents are dead even.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Nice placement by Kenny.
I don't know. Is there a better momentum cancel in the game than Snake's down there?
Yeah, there's a few.
They come out faster?
Yeah.
Because it's, especially with Kenny, that comes out so fast. So KOing Snake up.
Yeah, Kenny's DI is really on point. He probably has the best DI here in Utah, I would say.
That's a decent venture. Yeah, KOing Snake up is not an easy thing to do, especially with Toon Link.
No.
That he uses an up smash to
he'll be looking for the back air soon.
It's basically when
that, or I haven't seen him use the up tilt, which at about 160 I think is about guaranteed on Snake. So good DI by Devon.
Solid DI. You're not going to kill Link with an over tilt.
No, Snake's ready to go right now, but so is Toon Link. Toon Link's been in KO percent for about 50% now from Snake.
Yeah, this is the pivotal point in the match is thus far.
Because as soon as that first stock goes, whoever takes that first stock, and here comes the camp by Kenny.
Huge advantage. Don't count Devon out though.
No. He's gonna have a hard time getting there though, because Kenny's just gonna put up his wall right now.
As we mentioned before, that DI is extremely hard to overcome. Then again, his KO moves are fresh at least, so he's got a better shot.
Yeah, there's the back air. Really good spacing by Devon.
Nice turnaround back over there. All right, pretty much fresh game. That's why these are fun. Every stock is kind of a game in itself. And these two have played each other so many times that the matchup is so nuanced at this point. It's just ridiculous to watch.
Yeah, these players play at least once a month at pretty much every bracket. These guys are top 3, top 4.
Pretty consistently.
I don't know what match or where this is. Is this losers semis? I think it's losers semis.
It is losers semis. Yep. So is it still best of 3, right?
Yeah, best of 3.
Best of 3 map?
Yeah, best of 3. We're saving the finals for the actual Comic-Con tournament. At FanX at the end of the next week, we'll do the best of 3 or the best of 5.
So this is actually quite an important match as far as today's tournament's concerned.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of money on the line.
Yeah. There's 79 entrants.
Yeah, 79 entrants.
$30 a pop, so you can imagine the pot got pretty
Yeah,
good.
and I think with the way that the pool works right now, I think that the first place gets 60% of that.
Okay.
So
and it goes 1 to 3, no 4. Or
no, they're top 6.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
actually,
I like that. I like that. With this much money in the pot, I like the distribution.
I think I think 6, 5, and 4 get 5% of the pot. I think.
All right.
I think so. And then it's like 20. It's like 15, 20, 60 or something weird like that.
And so are all of the, do you know if all of the tournament entry fees are being proceeded to reward the winners or something?
All except for the melee.
Okay, melee.
So
we're looking at about 30 times 80, you know, that's
a lot of money.
200, and yeah, there's a lot of money.
Yep.
It's a couple thousand, right?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah. So this is one of the biggest tournaments that Utah has ever put on, as far as the pot is concerned.
Saltfest rivalry.
Yeah, Saltfest is going to be bigger this year too, though.
Oh, it's growing every year, man. It's exponential. Yeah. We just returned from a tournament in Boulder, and it's good to see that the scene is strong elsewhere as well.
Yeah, for sure. And those guys in Colorado, they don't mess around.
No, especially the melee players.
Oh yeah, their melee scene is incredible.
There was a Luigi player that no one saw coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he was insane. He demolished everyone from Utah.
Yeah, we knew.
And we weren't expecting that.
Yeah, we have some competent melee players, extremely really good melee players in Utah, and he took care of them. So.
Yeah.
All right, Toon Link's.
Yeah, he's good. He's trying to get in, and Kenny is just very resilient with that camp game.
Yeah, I believe we might be looking at a timeout.
Maybe. Last stock is going to last a while.
It always does. People buckle down. Yeah. It's uncanny. You'd think, why don't they play like the whole game? That's just part of the competition of it.
Yeah.
You take more risks when you got more stocks.
Yep. Nice. Kenny actually survives that. I thought he was done right there. Really nice read by Devon.
As a reminder, it is 4 stock, 8-minute match time.
Is the melee pool right now?
Central stages, if you have questions on stages,
That Zare spacing by Toon Link is
impeccable.
Pretty much the only reason he's so good.
Yeah, it keeps him viable. Yeah, it gives him air range that he doesn't otherwise have.
Other than being better than Link in pretty much every respect.
Every way. Yep, I can attest to that. I play Link, and it's not fun.
Not very tournament viable to play that Link.
Still love him, but there's that momentum.
Yeah, if you want to play Link, you should just play PM.
Yeah,
because he's actually really good there. Okay, that DI is impeccable.
It's DI.
Devon just searching for that back air with Toon Link over and over again.
Beginning to fish a little bit, getting a little desperate.
Yeah, as soon as that fish starts, Kenny's going to really put up the percent, just like that.
Yep,
he's trying to get in. He's looking for that up tilt, and he's gonna get punished for it a lot. Kenny's not one to relax on that, on getting those tilts.
Oh, and he jukes the back air stage spike with the
really nice gear reversal by Kenny.
Kenny's so good at this. Crazy.
This, unless Snake pulls off a miracle KO, it's looking like it's going to go to a timeout.
Yep. And Kenny's just comfortable right there on that ledge.
All right.
And now we got another game. That's good.
Here.
All right.
Toon Link's the type of player that can rage hard and put up some percentage. So.
Yeah, he has a pretty good combo at early percentages with the footstool to down air. Really strong.
Let's see if Snake can use the platform to juke this damage here. Here we go, 13.
There it is. 3% differential. 6% or 6 seconds.
3% difference. Can you hit him with a?
There it is.
Oh my God! Kills it out.
Barely gets it. Barely gets
Literally
it.
the last 2 seconds of the match.
Yeah, last second of
Are
the
you
match.
seeing, people, why I love timeout? Timeout is great. Oh, man, that was fantastic. 1-0. Boy.
All right, 1-0 to Devon.
He was behind the whole game, too.
I know.
Just a little bit. But it just goes to show
Just
you.
enough, though. Just enough, and he finally got that. He got that last back air there at the very
People
last
say there
second.
aren't comebacks in Brawl.
Yeah,
The margin is just thinner.
The margin is thinner than Melee for sure. Kills don't happen as often as they do in Melee. Matches are a lot longer, and a lot of the reason Meta Knight is so good is because he holds that stock lead so well in comparison to pretty much every other character, and that's why Meta Knight is so strong.
Along with that,
this could be death for Kenny.
Along with that Wario we just saw.
All right, Kenny getting back with the C4,
right.
but
He'll be all right.
he's taking a lot of damage to get there.
Cost him 67.
Yep. Nice B reversal.
Toon Link's on it. Ooh,
Oh, there's that neutral air.
Yep. Oh,
Devon
nice.
not SDIing out of that. That's very uncommon for him.
Yeah, he caught him off
His
guard.
SDI is very strong. All right, and percents are looking about even right now.
All right. Let's settle down in for another 8-minute one, folks. It's probably what it's going to be.
Well, we'll see. They've kind of read each other out a little bit, and even though they play all the time, you still got to get that. You got to get that matchup back. You've been playing a lot of people all day today.
Yep.
There's 80 entrants. We've been here since 10 o'clock, so we've been here for 7 hours.
And just like anything else, no matter how good you are at anything, day to day it varies just slightly, but that's enough. That's enough. When everyone is this good and the margin's that thin, which I believe is why it's so much fun to watch.
And I know that Devon has been up since yesterday.
Oh, he has a healthy diet of caffeine. He cracked open a fresh can when we played. So
yeah, so he's on a nice healthy dose of caffeine.
Don't think it's a disadvantage though. Devon, I think, works better like that.
Yeah. Pretty much every tournament he comes to,
Yeah,
he hasn't slept the previous day. I don't know how he does it.
Actually, I've found that once in a while sleep deprivation enhances your attention span and whatnot.
Well, you got to focus in a lot more.
Yeah,
that's
it's
for
true.
sure.
It forces you. It's kind of like trying to play the sober card. It's kind of similar.
It's kind of similar to that.
So I know we've all done that before.
Well, thank Kevin.
Dude, the bomb catch off of the
shield. It never ceases to amaze me how good they are with items.
And that is not luck either.
Yeah, these two.
He plans that out every time.
These two players extremely good with the items, with the grenade and the bomb play. Really nice follow up by Devon.
Nice punish.
Yeah, he's if Kenny doesn't fish for that up air or that up tilt, he probably can close out the stock here pretty quick. But if he starts fishing, Devon's going to punish him really hard.
He will. But with his fresh tilt, he could probably KO him.
Oh, it'll KO for sure.
Yeah.
KO's Toon Link just over 95, I think. So yeah, it's free.
Toon Link's got a nice little damage buffer though.
Yeah, 42% up in the favor of Toon Link.
It's interesting. Whenever the Toon Links, the snakes place the proximity mines. Whenever I always use my invincibility for him to blow it up. And then
it's interesting. You don't see a lot of top players do that.
Yeah,
actually.
well,
It's
you
very
sacrifice
strange.
some spacing, but in a matchup like this, where it's so projectile based, I don't see the.
Yeah, you sacrifice a lot of stage control because the snake kind of wants you to go over there. He wants you to fall into that trap.
That's true. And getting near the edge, he lines the path with grenades in front of you. And
Yeah,
it becomes difficult. But I feel like Devon can play well enough in the air that he could fight through that. I'm not sure that if it's if the cost benefit is worth it, but something I've always wondered.
Yeah, that's something that I do as well when playing the snake matchup. Is as soon as they place down that down smash, you just go over there and blow it up with the invincibility
and
frame.
even if you act quickly, and if you're on a quick character like Toon Link, you'll have more invincibility frame to work with afterwards.
Yeah.
Toon Link has pretty well control of this game.
Yeah, he's got good stage control. He's keeping him up in the air. But now that Kenny's back on the ground, might see some percent by him. Yep, there's the side tilt.
The tilt.
23%.
Ouch, that hurts.
Really good roll away by Kenny there. Almost got the read.
You won't see. That's one thing.
Very good perfect shield game by Kenny.
That is probably I say this because I saw it myself. That's probably one of the biggest differences you'll see in amateur to mediocre players to professional players is the choice of rolling.
That's very true.
Yeah, I actually saw a lot. There were a lot of players today that you could tell they had potential. They had they were practiced, but they would overroll.
Yeah.
And we're guilty of that too sometimes.
Yep.
When you get nervous, you don't know how to handle someone. You overroll, try to get behind them all the time, and you start to roll read. And you will never see that with, especially these two, since they play each other so much.
Yeah. You'll see they make really good use of their spacing tools. They're really comfortable in their shield, very patient. Which is something that definitely differentiates between the top players and the players that are just solid, as opposed to players like this. Is see how patient they are as they move around.
I think patience is the big is one of the big differences in Brawl and Melee.
Yeah, for sure.
Patience is much more, that's something that I like. And people argue all day long about difference, Brawl, Melee, what's better. It's subjective, and it's whether you like a faster pace, defensive, offensive. And I enjoy the more nuanced, arguably, game of Brawl.
And I think that one of the biggest things with Brawl that people don't understand, especially when they don't play it, is that we enjoy the fact that like games like this, they're like a very different pace match of chess in comparison to where Melee, you have a lot more tech skill that you can do in Melee and everything. You know, it's a lot more complex.
Sometimes it comes more down to sheer talent and playtime.
Exactly.
The tech becomes, when it becomes that fast pace, tech is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, and in a game like this, in Brawl, it's a lot different because it's just the slower pace and people like that.
Yeah, see, I like it. It seems to me there's more actual viewable strategy. I'm not obviously Melee is just as much strategy, but it's less. More of it is it's harder to be seen because it happens so.
Especially for people that don't play the game. Exactly. I mean, like for instance, like you would never know what L canceling is, or like even see it on the screen unless you played the game. At least it's pretty much every second of the game is L canceling. So and the thing is that you have players exactly like this, like these two right here, normally in Melee tournaments in Utah, they place in the top 5 pretty much every time consistently. So they play both games, and that's great back air. Yeah.
Wow.
Great back air.
Wow, what a match.
All right, guys, I don't know if we have another match coming up.
Or if anyone else is in line to commentate, or if anyone's listening to it.